Hello. Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the last night of the ARMA Team League for 2023. Game has started, has got underway, so with you one final time for this season will be Veggie and Cheese once again.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, good evening. Just before we get into the game, again, just to quickly go over the state of how the situation is sitting. First and second with Riichi Fingers and Crimson Wanderers are effectively even. It's gonna be more or less which team plays better over the course of the next two Hanchans will determine their final positioning. Dreaming 200 points behind is in with a potential shot to steal it away. Would have to get some very strong performances out of them from both games. Lastly, Tanyao Sensation as well, not theoretically out of it, but would need some exceptional results to bring themselves back into the conversation here for top two.
Yeah, Gwill's basically in the same position as he was last weekend. The difference is about the same. Unfortunately, that Hanchan didn't go too well for him, got a fourth, so hoping to get a redemption here.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, so first game will let us sort of know exactly how close Dreaming can bring it. And then, yeah, it's effectively just even score between the top two teams, so I expect we'll see positional play from both Hanchans from those two teams. You know, if it comes down to it.
Gonna speak for all spectators here. We're rooting for Dreaming first, and then a third and fourth from Riichi Fingers and Crimson Wanderers.
Yeah, that'll make things most interesting. That's for sure. Unfortunately, for for the other three teams. But yeah, excited to see how we go. So the seats set us up here. Will's in the south seat, Frisky in the north seat. So let me quickly fix up the seating. I was just gonna check because I did see that you guys were tracking the stats for finals, but it hasn't been updated since the start. Yeah, naturally, since you guys have been doing other things.
The stats for the finals?
Yeah, unless I was
It probably, yesterday's one wouldn't have been updated, but yeah, it's since the end of the first week, I think. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, okay.
They only update it every weekend.
Not that a small amount of games like that tells us a lot, but...
No, it doesn't at all.
Yeah.
It's just there for like who sort of contributed in the 1-2 games they had in the finals.
Yeah, more or less. Come on, please work with me. There we go. Perfect. Alright.
But yeah, Riichi Fingers in the last three Hanchans, they've gotten fourth. The good news is they were all minor fourths, just like around -40. But still, yeah, those Hanchans, especially with Crimson Wanderers doing really well in these finals, managed to catch up.
Yeah, so I was looking at this beforehand. Over the course of the finals, Riichi Fingers has lost about 60 points. Meanwhile, Crimson Wanderers have gained over, it's over 100. It's close to 120 points. So, with how that settled things, yeah, it's made it very tight going into these last two games. Especially if it's even worse if you look at Riichi Fingers from game 3 to game 6. It's like almost 100 points dropped.
Yep. So here we are, starting us off a quick South Pond from Wills. Does have one Dora to go with it.
Yeah, very quick open here, just seeking to move the game along.
Dealer Cyber has couple Roundmans, a completed set with an Arca, can accept Dora.
Yep.
Jay, who's going to be the first time playing in the finals here, and is also going to be playing the last Hanchan. Does have a Dora, but can drop it for maybe a Tanyao. Pairs up the Chun now, which is actually once cut just then.
Does choose to hold on to it for now. Gives him the option to open up and try to catch up to Gwills if the last one does come.
And lastly, a very nice hand here for Frisky. One Arca, Tanyao chances, Ipeiko, Pinfu.
Yeah, I think despite Gwills having the early call and how things are sort of sitting right now, Frisky has sort of woken up with the quickest hand here. There's the last Shun though.
Should get pawned.
Boom.
Yeah. Imagine so if you're gonna hold on to it, you're gonna call it when it comes out.
That's Ishan 10 for Frisky. Unfortunately, loses to Tanyao. Just needs a pair.
And a Chi here from Gwills as well. Actually, we'll get Sun Shoku here, assuming they manage to pair up the 6 or 7. So
Yeah, either Sanshoku or if they get a 1 or 2, so at least they have a good weight. Ishan 10 here for Cyber now upgrades to the Ryankan. Picked up another Arca along the way. So could end up with a dealer Mangan if they manage to draw the 4 or 6 pin. That gets a Dora. That will be a dealer Mangan. Riichi's waiting on the 4 pin, which is all live in the wall.
So Frisky still Ishan 10, and it was actually quite decent here with the Sun Menchan and the Manzu. Was probably hoping to keep the 2 pin as a pair.
Oh, drops a 4 pin straight in. I thought he'd drop the 2 pin for the white. It's like a really, really wide Ishan 10. But I guess he wanted to lock the pair in. But yeah, unfortunately deals into Cyber's Ipatsu dealer Manga.
Yep, tricked by the Riichi Suji, I imagine, as well. Maybe hoping it might, if it might pass, you get that super wide Ishan 10, as you said. Yeah, direct hit dealer Mangan from Cyber onto Frisky. Will give him a bit of work to catch up as the Hanchan continues. Cyber again waking up with a pretty decent starting hand. Couple different ways that it can go. You've got an Impiko chance, obviously in the Sozo. You've got some Sunshoku chances also. Gwills has another quite fast hand as well, but no way to call to open it this time immediately.
But all his blocks are Roundmans, so just need to fill those in. Can also draw in an Adora.
Let's see, Peiko for Cyber.
Jay has Dora 3 with a completed. Now gets a Hatsu pair, which is really nice because they can open it, especially with the Hatsu in Frisky's hand right now, which might just come out.
Yep.
Boom.
And that's definitely going to be pawned by Jay. Ishan 10 now for a Mangan minimum.
Yep, this is a great hand for Jay to get here. The pairing at the Hatsu just really gave the hand a lot of chances to convert, and yeah, there we go.
Oh, unfortunately it has to drop a Dora, so we'll just be Hatsu Dora 2, but does have the 6-9 man weight. We saw Cyber actually had 5 pairs, but dropped the 2, so I guess it doesn't matter. So the 6 man comes out from Gwills, dealing into Jay's Hatsu Dora 2.
Yeah, Gwills still chasing that Ryanman sort of hand that they had going. Just 6 man didn't fit, so it comes out immediately. Luckily, it only ended up being the Hatsu Dora 2.
Boom.
And yeah, we start here East 2. Cyber with a very potential Honitsu looking hand, but holding onto the Ryanman and the Manzu for now.
I'd imagine he'd like to drop that. Gwill's dealership, not that great of a hand.
No. A lot of loose honor tiles he's had to work through early here to discard. Jay with the
Boom.
Haku pair. Well, imagine we'll see a call here again with a Dora.
Oh,
Champagne.
interesting. Chooses to keep the Ryankan instead of the pairs. I thought that he might have wanted to keep the Shanpon because it's easier to pawn the 2-man.
Hmm.
Oh, more Pinzu here for Cyber, and yeah, it does elect to drop that 7-8 man Ryumin.
Yeah, so we will see the Honitsu East here from Cyber most likely. Gwill's finding a Dora to complete out the Manzumetsu shape there he had there. Still has a bit of way to go to catch up here.
Riichi.
Oh, and that's a nice 4-pin draw for Frisky. Tenpai takes the 2-5, so wait for Riichi Tanyao. 3 left in the wall.
Yep, and 6-0 comes straight out from Cyber here. Half Suji, but obviously that doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah, with only 3
Chi.
live Suji, it's pretty hard to defend anyways. And
Yeah.
Cyber now Tenpai for East Honitsu, and just immediately summers it, even though he was eating up a lot of his own weights.
Yeah, for 2 of the sumo there for Cyber. Ends Gwill's dealership. And again, we were looking for a pretty decent first tier from Tile Dreaming most likely. So first dealership is gone now. And now we have Jay's first dealership. This hand is got potential.
Yeah, nice. Just picked up that Dora to fill in the Kanchan. So really sped up both, well, really increased both the speed and value of his hand there.
The twin pair as well now can open.
Frisky also has a Dora. Completed Encore of 3 So's. Not bad. Could drop the 9-pin later on, move towards Tanyao. See if he cheese the 7-pin, elects not to.
Boom.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe hoping for that Tanya, as you said.
Wills with that Haku pawn. Also a completed set. No Dora though, so just looking at Haku only at the moment.
Yeah, not too much more you can do with this hand. You can incorporate the Dora if you find it, but won't be immediately speeding up the hand either.
Look at Cyber here. Ishan 10 for a potential 789 Sanshoku with an Aka.
Yeah, and I imagine that's the only way this hand is gonna go for Cyber.
I think he'll be happy if he gets like the 4-pin on 9, so just Riichi, Dora 1. You take it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like you said, Grills did manage to draw a Dora and incorporated that. Ooh, might move towards a Honetsu of his own.
Yeah, obviously you can make use of the Dora if you get it, but you still need to end up filling the shape, which can sometimes just not happen. Whereas now you've got the opportunity to call a couple Pinzu tiles since the shapes are kind of flexible.
We saw Cyber break apart the 789 Sanshoku chance for the 4-5 pin Ryumin.
So yeah, electing to go with the more speed. And yeah, here's a 6-man now, so you can...
Yeah, that's a nice upgrade. Oh,
Dora
Khan
4.
into Dora 4. You'd love to see it.
And that's Tenpai for
So
Jay.
I get, yeah. Oh, waiting on the 4-7-man Dharma for Chun Dora 1.
Frisky in a little bit of danger here.
Oh, that is Tenpai. For Gwills, waiting on the Kanchan 5-man. 1 left, but it is the Aka.
Oh, Jay could drop the 5-man here going for the
Yeah, he might reach it. Oh no, with 3 1-mans out. I think that's why he elected to drop the 2-man. I do think if there were a lot more 1-mans live, he might have just taken the 5-man Riichi.
Of course, you have seen Gwills just give themselves Dora 4 here, and the
6
pond.
pin here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pond does look very Honitsu, especially with the 2-pin coming out after the Khan. You might think it's just overflow into Tenpai.
Yeah. Just the Sumo Kiri here.
I was gonna say, is there any way, but no.
Oh, and
7-man.
misses a Sumo.
Yeah. Still Tenpai on the 6-pin only now, which is
Which
dead.
is dead. Oh, for return on the 4-7 pin. Can't see him dropping any pins there, so yeah, should just drop a chun and stay Dharma.
Yep.
Hope for a miracle sumo.
Yeah, no, we'll wait. This hand can go for Jay here at this stage. Different tempo now for Gwills. 5-8 man.
And Jay, seeing that 4-man drop, but yeah, drops the 8-man. Deals into the Haku draw 4
Yeah.
of Quill.
You're thinking it's Honitsu, and then you see the Manzu come out, and you're trying
And
to
you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Unlucky for Jay there. Very lucky for Gwills. Brings himself back up to almost even here.
Yeah, like we said at the start, Tile Dreaming really needs a first. Yeah, to have any sort of chance of catching up to Riichi Fingers and Crimson Wanderers.
Frisky's starting hand here as dealer. Amazing. And yeah, Gwills starting off, he had the North Anko and gets the Ankan. Eudora here is the 7 pin. So 8 pin, rather.
Looking at everyone else's, not much for Jay nor Cyber.
Nothing to compare to what Frisky's got here. Jay's not too far off if he can get a couple lucky draws, but a little bit of work left to do. Yeah, Cyber's hand is quite slow. Holding onto all these honor tiles, maybe for safety. You know, he does have a little bit of a lead. One more dealership pass, it goes back to him. So maybe just electing to play a little bit defensive for now. But yes, if Tanyao Sensation wants any shot of second or first, they do need a very strong first in this Hanchan.
We'll probably see in the South one, Cyber just aggressively trying to keep his dealership.
Imagine so.
Ooh, Frisky with a Dora draw here.
What is the drop?
Actually, well, Ishan 10 for Cheetoy. He has to break apart something.
The 2 free pin, I feel like, is not terrible.
Goes with the 8-man. Not a bad choice.
No.
You'd have some overlapping Rianmans. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's all about the Riamans that you said here. This league.
Also, if you get like the double 1-4, you could actually get a round Peiko if you drop the 2-3 pin later. Oh, Chusa offered here to Frisky. Does take the pawn. Does have 3 Dora, so just your classic open for Tanyao Dora 3.
Yep, Tanyao Dora 3 is more of an acceptable here on your dealership. You'd like to Riichi because of the extra Khan Dora maybe, but yeah, you take what you can get, especially middle of second row. You've still got time, but it's shortening quickly. Jay might be wanting to go Tanyao here as well.
Alex not to.
Hatsu pair now for Cyber, 1 cut.
Yeah, Cyber slowly catching up. Still Tushan 10, but decent shapes to work with.
Yeah, pretty much only discarding terminals and honors up until now. Eight pin is Dora. Unwilling to cut it. He holds on to it.
Ooh, 3-pin draw for Jay. Ishan 10 for Itsu. Dora 2. Dora 3, I guess.
Would be Dora 3, yeah.
So could see them call the 3-6 man, which might just come out here from Gwills. I would expect Jay to call this.
Yep, and does.
He does.
The 2 8 pins left in the wall, including the loose one in Cyber's hand. And that would be a Tempai, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't Tempai.
Oh, was it?
No.
Dropping the 5-man was interesting from Jay, as opposed to the 2-man. Since 2-man, he could have seen one of them, as opposed to the live 5-man. Doesn't matter in the end. Does manage to sumo the 8-pin Dora for Itsu Dora 3.
Yep, two nice hands here for Jade's. Kept himself in the running as well, despite the deal in earlier. Does take us out of East round into South round. So Cyber's last dealership here for this Hanchan. So yeah, we'll have to see if he is able to go on a bit of a run now.
Yeah, it was really bad for Frisky. Not only did Crimson Wanderers get second now, he also paid that 4K
Yep.
dealer penalty.
Yeah, it's Riichi Fingers now, down to 6,000 points at the end of East. You'd like to at least try and salvage a third. Ideally more, obviously, and of course above Crimson Wanderers, but a bit of an uphill climb for the rest of this Hanchan.
Still half the game to go, so
Yeah, still have the game and you get the last dealership.
Cyber's dealership here does have two Dora, a couple Hanchans that he'd like to get rid of or fill up, but not bad.
Yeah.
Looking at Gwills here.
Will's had the best starting hand. Yeah, two Aka.
Tanyao, decent shapes.
Yeah.
Can't ask for more.
Tanyao chances, Pinfu chances.
Sanshoku chances.
Yeah, a lot of choices here, of course.
Nice 7-man draw there for Cyber.
Yeah, Ishanten now.
Would like to keep the Dora if you could. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now you have
There
the
you go.
choice. Yeah. Electing to keep the Penchan over the Kanchan.
Yeah, I guess if he draws the last 9-pin, you can sort of confirm that 79 Sanshoku, or you can draw the 6-0 and pick up Tanyao.
And you still have 6, 7, 8 as well to go with.
And it'll be a guaranteed 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Boom.
8-man pawn from Frisky. Just going for Tanyao. Ooh, draws the 1-0, which means he's going to be free turn on that 4-0.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward.
That's what happens when you go Tanyao with the 2-3s and the 7-8s.
Mm.
Oh, what an 8-pin draw from Cyber. Tempai for Tanyao Sanshoku, Ipeiko, Dora 2, Dama Dila Mangan.
Yeah, whoever throws a 7-0 into this is gonna feel it.
Chi.
But the 5-pin is callable and is called.
That's Dora 3 now for Quills. Quite a wide Ishanten as well. Oh, that I was gonna say if Jay drew a 4-0, that could be really bad for him. But it doesn't matter because Cyber just summos the last 7-0. And that's a Dila Hanuman with that sumo.
Yeah.
That is massive for Tanyao Sensation. Like you said, they don't need just a first, they need a good first. And he's heading in the right direction on his last dealership.
Yeah, it's a perfect start for this last dealership. Dila Hanuman brings him up to just under 60,000 points. Still needs more. You're looking at maybe 120-point games for 2 games here, I think, to have a realistic chance of making it. The starting
Yeah,
hand
starts
as well.
with an Aka. Yeah, not bad. But
Yeah.
Jay here has a pair of the South and Hakus and moving towards a Honetsu in the Sozu.
Yeah, and the tiles are all fairly callable, even like the 1-0s.
Yeah, all his blocks are pretty much set already.
Yep.
Oh, could even like have an Itsu instead.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Haku gets pawned, Ishanten for Jay.
Yeah, this could be like it could be Haku, Honitsu, Itsu. It could be Haku South, Honitsu.
Dora, yeah, you name it.
Or yeah, plenty of choices here.
But some of the other players are catching up. Frisky and Gwills slowly moving towards Tempai.
All the hands are, yeah, quite good here.
Also, there's 4-pin here for Cyber as well. Then have to rely on the overlapping 6-pin.
Yeah. Oh, it's very, very handy for Cyber here.
It's Ishan 10 for Frisky with a Dora. 5-pin draw for Gwills is Ishan 10 as well. Oh, but goes with the 8-man drop. I guess all the other 8-mans are out, so you lose the 5-man. Hoping to upgrade along the Pinzu maybe. Could chi this and open for Tanyao, but elects not to.
This hand feels very tense.
Oh,
No!
and there's a backfire.
Yeah. This would have been a potential for Riichi here, but
Well, might he like go back and drop a Pinzu, but now he just throws that 5-man back.
yeah.
Dora 3 here from Frisky. Actually put his hand back a bit by dropping the 1-pin pair. But back into Ishan 10 or Tenpai
Yeet.
here on the Penchan 7-pin. He does take it, because he doesn't see any of them.
Are dead in hands, but Gwills is as a possibility to come out if they find a tempo. Imagine Cybers would be locked away as an Anko.
Oh, there's a South offered to Jay. Would have to drop a 3-third into the Riichi.
Yeah, which is Dora Soba, and you see none of them.
It's also against Frisky, who
Yeah.
you definitely don't want to deal into if you're Crimson Wanderers.
Exactly right. Fremont is safe. Imagine if Jay does run out, the salves will come out next.
Yeah, imagine. Ooh, there's Forso for Gwills. That is Tenpai.
So
Penchan 3-man. Oh, 3-man is 3 cut in the pond, so does not take that.
yeah, throws the 1-man, which is Genbutsu. Cyber full folding.
Tenpai again. Not free 10.
Yeet.
And does take it. Riichi's on the 369 pin.
Jeez.
9 pins are gone. 6 pins, 1 left. 3 pin is 1 left.
Jay's so close to Tenpai, but I feel like he's not gonna be able to find it. Not wanting to really cut the 1-cut Hatsu. Because I'm missing something here.
And there's a 6 pin. So just goes to Ryukyoku.
Mm.
Cyber losing his last dealership. Like you said, probably still will need a bit more points in this Hanchan.
Yeah, still a bit of work to do. Still have time to do it. 3 more deals here left for Cyber to work with.
Kang.
Khan.
Once an Ankan.
So this will be a Junchan bush. And
Yep.
Will's also in that position of needing points.
Actually, Tenpai now on the 1-pin Tanki. All in the wall.
Junchan only?
Chi.
Yep.
Yep.
And Frisky here with 2 calls, no Yako at the moment, so relying on the South to come out. Yeah, and it looks like Jay's actually just probably going to end up folding this hand. 2 people calling with no Yaku in sight, and he has a Haku, and now a Sha in
Yeah.
his hand.
That's the sort of play you don't see all the time, but yeah, you're already like, what's going on? Shah was framed by Cyber, so Jay did for his. Doesn't matter. Rules found his 1-pin. Junchan Nomi.
Quite rare.
Yeah, quite rare to see a Daiminkan second turn for Ishanten. But yeah, so we go again. Will's now this time waking up with a Hatsu Anko.
Well, good shape as well.
Yep. Frisky with a pair of salves, pair of Haku. Probably might see this hand go towards Honitsu, and we do.
Yep, definitely.
Kang.
Hatsuga's Diamond Hunt. I knew that was coming as soon as it came out.
Turns
North is
over
new Dora.
The North, which is already free cut.
Yeah.
I never expect the diamond con. It always surprises me. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Gwill's here fishing for more points and missing both so far with these diamond guns.
Jay Ishanten already with an Aka. Can pawn the Chun for Tempai.
Yeah, would leave him waiting on the 5-pin, I imagine. Tempai here for
Speaking
Frisky.
of Tempai, yep. Can also pawn the south, which will come out now, and wait on the 7-8 man.
Boom.
Oh,
Missing
but does not see it. Yeah, just keeps the 7 man wait. Which might end up backfiring. All the 7 mans are pretty much locked in people's hands at the moment.
Yep. Unless Gwills decides to move to Onitsu at some point. But you can see that Frisky is most likely also going Manzu Honitsu.
Ooh, Ishanten here for Cyber. Waiting on any Manzu between 1 and 5. Chun's offered to Jay, can take Tempai.
Would have to throw the 4-man, but chooses to risk it.
Waiting on the 5-8 pin. 5 pin's Dora as well, which is 3 left in the wall, including the Aka.
But yeah.
But yeah,
Cyber
oh yeah,
Tempai.
Tempai for yeah.
Through the hanging 8-pin, as he said, as he won to 5 Manzu tile, he found the 5. And yeah, that will deal into Jay. Who starts their last dealership for Crimson Wanderers here. Third place.
Yeah, goal at the moment is definitely try and get second, because that will put you 2 places above Riichi Fingers and give you a good shot in the final Hanchan.
Yes.
Actually, Ishanten already with an Aka and most likely Tanyao.
Yeah, this is a pretty good starting hand for Jay. It's a decent starting hand for Frisky also.
Does have an isolated Dora. 4 pairs with an Anko, so maybe San Anko chances.
Yeah, a couple different ways is tanking it for Frisky.
Actually think about putting the 1-man, and he does.
So
Probably just wants to try and, Toy either Tanki on the Dora or pair up the Dora.
Yeah. It's in Frisky's best interest if Jay's dealership ends quickly as well, so.
And if he can take some points along with it.
Exactly.
But Ishanten here for Gwills as well, with 1 Dora upgrades now to Roundman, which is nice for him. And Cyber does have a Hatsu pair, 1 Dora.
Yeah, it's been holding on to these dragon tiles since the start of the hand, hoping to find more. Will be a bit too slow, I think, this time around.
Yeah, Haku's also dead on the board.
That's true. Yep, there we go.
Ooh, 7-pin.
So yeah. 7 so comes out as you said, so we're looking to probably Tanki on the 2 so at the end. Actually, funny if he does find the last 6-0 will be a guaranteed San Anko.
And 6s are all on the wall.
Yeah. Jay still Ishanten here.
Well, the Sukatsu dream just died with the 1-man draw from Cyber. Oh, but Tempai for Gwills waiting on the 3-6, sir. 3 left.
3 left, yeah, including the 6-0s as you pointed out earlier. There is one of the last 2 so.
Oh, yeah, that's not good for Frisky.
Oh,
and it's gonna be dead. Yeah.
Yep. And unless Cyber finds some way to feasibly push a Dora into a Riichi here, that will be it for Frisky.
Such a pretty hand though as well.
Yeah, you have to choose up to change up the weight, but it's the same problem. You have to push a Dora into a Riichi. So
can't imagine Frisky ever changing this hand or ever folding. So
Yeah.
Gonna
so-
just hope to not draw that last 3 so. At least if he draws the 6 so, he can con that.
Okay, Cyber's now confirmed the two is a pair as well, so. Huh?
Oh,
Kang.
there's a con.
Oh.
2 so. Now he's definitely not dropping that 2
Yeah.
so.
Jesus.
Just the 1 3 so remaining for Gwills. Man, Toy Toy Sananko Dora 4.
4, yeah.
To the Baiman. Oh no!
That's dead.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, you,
Zong.
As you
Oh,
said,
that's
there's
so
no way you
unfortunate.
can fold it, and you're trying to keep the Tenpai too.
Riichi Pimfudora 2 at least didn't go up to a Hanuman. Oh, but yeah, did bump it up to a Mangan, so that can't.
So,
And that is really bad for Riichi Fingers.
Urasu here, they are 29,000 points off third.
Okay, the saving grace is he made it much harder for Jay to get second.
Yeah, that is
So,
important to point out. If you are going to take a
yeah.
fourth here,
Yeah.
at least Crimson Wanderers are only one above you.
It's better to lose 8k dealing in Dick Wills than to lose the 20k from Jay overtaking.
It is important that the format we have doesn't really extra punish you for lasts. You know, compared to like ladder.
As long as the person you're fighting against is dead.
Yeah.
But in this last dealership, we see Wills with a pair of the Hakudora along with an Aka.
Yeah, so this is a decent starting hand for Gwills. More points here for Tile Dreaming is what they need. They needed the first, really, but 20,000 points off Cyber. It's possible to get there with this hand, but yeah, Cyber going for
Yeah,
Kokushi, maybe Kajin the Honitsu.
Yeah, I thought he might go for Hanetsu, but like you said, he definitely needs a lot more points. And a
Yeah.
Hanetsu is just not going to cut it, so yeah, going for the Kokushi. Oh, Haku gets paired up by Jay as well.
So that will be the Haku Cole Dora for free dead.
Chi.
Oh,
And I think
yeah.
Jay's probably just playing like full preventative here. This hand is really slow.
I thought Gwills might call that Aka 5, so when it came out, which is really bad for him because I don't think he's ever going to drop those Haku for Tanyao, which means his hand is basically dead.
Yeah. So it'll be on. This is actually gives Frisky a good chance here, and
Yeah, and a really nice 6-man draw here. Drops the 4-5 pin, keeps the overlapping weights for Ipeiko chances, but hurting his efficiency a bit.
Pom.
5 pin gets pawned by Gwills.
yeah, but yeah, as you said, this hand has no real chance of ever converting.
Might typically be scary seeing
Come.
2 Aka. But a lot of the people in this South War don't care about the result of dealing it.
No, it's all the gaps that have opened up here made things kind of unique. It's really only Jay trying to maybe catch second, but with the way that he's played this hand, I think, yeah, that's not even going to be happening.
Yeah.
Wolf is pushed here. Well, I say pushed because we've seen none so far.
Unlikely to deal into anything.
Yeah.
I guess Cyber has cut a terminal from his pretty obvious Kokushi discard.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, even Cyber, the best that
Gee.
they can probably hope for here is a Tenpai. Speaking of Tenpai, Gwills has made it, but yeah, unless Jay decides to drop a Haku, this will not be converted. It gives Frisky a good chance to try and convert the hand. Cyber will be pushing the Kokushi no matter what. Gwills can't defend at this point.
Yeah, Gwills can't even hope for a Rinchan because he already got the 5 pin.
リーチ
But Tenpai for Frisky waiting on the East 8 man, which is dead in people's hands.
Yeah.
I can't imagine seeing it come out, especially since East is Frisky's seat wind.
Yeah, as BT points out here, Gwills can win with Hote.
Oh, Hote? Haite?
Hote.
Who has Hote? 1, 2. I think Cyber has Hote at the moment, so pretty unlikely. Actually, there was a Khan, so actually Frisky's
カン
Hote.
Frito's also dead.
Ah, okay.
So
Never mind then.
Never mind. So Frisky Tenpai, Gwills Tenpai. And we go again. So that does change a little bit. So now Frisky is only 28,000 behind. Jay moves further from Gwills. A gap of 14,000 now. 14.4 specifically. So even 14.4, yeah.
ポン
Hanuman Sumo.
It has to be Hanuman Sumo for Jay here.
Or some sort of direct hit. But nice Chun pair up for Frisky, does manage to pawn it now. In this last dealership, just wants to keep winning until he catches up to Jay.
That's it. And this hand's got potential here, but there are potential spoilers. Cyber also has a openable hand here with the Hatsu pair. Just depends on whether he wishes to open that. You know, as we saw last hand, he was going for Kokushi because he doesn't need points.
I'd probably just try go
But I
for
think at this
Suanko if I
stage-
can or something.
Yeah, like this hand, maybe you try to go Suanko. Might just end up playing it regular. Ishanten technically.
Yep. For Gwills.
Yep. Tenpai for Cyber.
Okay, I thought he was gonna drop like the Hatsus and then go for like 5, 6, 7 Sanshiku or something like Tanyao Pinfu, just like a bit more value.
Just to try and get a bit more points out of it, yeah.
Yeah, it feels sad to just run a Hatsu here if it comes out.
リーチ
Because there is a chance for some points. But Tenpai for Gwills here on the 3-pin Kanchan for Riichi, Tanyao, Ipeiko, Aka, Dora 2.
Yeah, decent handed for Gwills. Frisky
If he
also Tenpai.
sumos...
And
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, if he sumos, it was gonna close the gap.
Nah, it wouldn't. If he got Ura and got a Baiman, he'd actually get first.
Mm.
Which would have been massive for Top Dreaming, but
Yes.
not to be.
But,
Instead, Frisky did pick up both Gwill's Riichi stick and the Riichi stick he lost in the previous round.
yep. So tidy little win there for Frisky.
And quite a nice hand here. 1 Aka, 1 Dora. Can shift towards Tanyao.
Yeah, no one really in a position to open immediately. So
Yeah, no one's hand is that good.
See the third Hatsu get drawn by somebody. Sorry, Haku get drawn by someone here. We see a South both in Cyber and Jay's hand. So yeah, like you don't want to deal in to Frisky here in last, but at some point someone's going to get fed up
Someone's gonna get bored.
and just end the Hanchan and play a little bit more aggressively, and that could open a doorway for somebody.
I hope they don't get fed up because I do think, at least for girls as well, you sort of do need a first and nothing else.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's just a buy one simmer. It can happen.
We've seen enough.
That previous hand had the chance for it.
Yeah, exactly right.
Ooh, but Jay here, Ishan 10. Oh, but it doesn't matter because Frisky Tempai is on the Kanchan 6-man for Riichi Tanyao Door 2.
Yep, and now Cyber as well. Ishan 10 does push the south one cut.
6-man's drawn by Jay, just drops the east pair.
Safe.
Back into Ishan 10 with Tanyao. Oh, 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku, but yeah, just cuts. Doesn't.
Cuts it because it's safe, yeah.
Yeah. Don't think he needs to play it too aggressively.
Cyber playing this a little bit safe as well, cutting the 2 7-sos here. 6-so is decidedly not safe for Jay. Not that he has anything else right now.
Yeah, it does for shit. I mean, I like the, just fold from Cyber. You're basically okay with Risky getting another dealership if that's another hand that you can potentially open up a Yakuman with.
Yeah, no, 100%.
6-man is still 2 left in the wall. Oh, and that's Sumo from Frisky, which is massive. Riichi Sumo Tanyao Door 2 Aka would be insane. Sorry, Ura.
Ura is insane.
And does get it. Oh my god.
So,
and that overtakes Jay.
Overtakes Jay, which is massive. Closing the gap. Well, like, this is why we say that when he gets to this position, you just need to keep winning. That's what Frisky's managed to do up until now. A couple tidy small wins, but then you connect with a dealer Hanuman and the whole thing's flipped on its head.
Yeah, this is what we talk about, the North starting seat, especially when there are other players on the table aiming for specific hands, that you just get the time to build hands as the dealer.
Yeah, exactly right. You get that time where if you do have a kind of slow starting hand, you're able to, to take a bit of extra turns to try and get something. And yeah, that's exactly what Frisky's done up until now.
We'll see if Frisky punts this too. So he does opening for that Tanyao Dora 1.
Tanyao Dora 1 here.
Obviously, even though he overtook Jay, still not in a safe spot. Only 500 points ahead. So any win from Jay is going to take it over. Any large sumo from anyone else is going to send him back to 4th. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with the free Homba now in the center. And Jay is also now needing to play a little bit more offensively minded perhaps.
Yeah, most definitely. Just win any hand.
Ishan 10
here. Yeah.
Chi.
Oh, but Gwill's opening.
It is somewhat important now as well for the other players with that. Now Frisky's brought themselves back into the picture. He's only 10,000 behind second. Which is, again, as you've seen, easy enough for a dealer to get in terms of score. So Ishan 10 for Frisky here, Ishan 10 for Jay, Ishan 10 for Cyber, and Ishan 10 for Cyber. Yeah.
That's Tempai for Grills. Waiting on the Kanchan 5-man. For Tanyao Sanshoku Dora.
2 left in the wall.
And Aka.
Yep.
Sumo.
Oh, and he summons the Aka for the Mangan.
Yeah, and that will send Frisky back to 4th. Keep Gwills in second. Keep Jay in 3rd. And Cyber with the victory. So yeah, big implications here in terms of the top. I don't think that's really enough to talk about bringing Tile Dreaming and Tanyao Sensation back into the mix here.
Yeah, I would have personally liked Gwills to keep a hand closed. This Mangan doesn't actually change anything in regards to like the whole tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like you said, at some point you're just bored of the dealer keep repeating and just want to end it. Or you don't want to lose second place. you know, you've been playing mahjong for all this time to not lose placings. So might have just been that mentality.
Okay, but we will get Saber in here for interview.
Yeah. Got to tell him. You just gave him the role.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. Like I'm not being here in that for like a really long time, to be fair. Like the team has just been suffering like a huge blow of like bad flows plus bad decision making in the process. That we were so ahead in the regular season. We were like, 400 points ahead of the other competitors, only for us to lose that 200 points in the semis and then another like 100 points in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sort of just ends up like that sometimes. But Cyber, I think we still need the replay to be able
Of
to look
course.
at the game.
Of course.
But yeah, at least with this Hanchan, you did manage to get some big hands.
Yeah, that's really pleasing. Like I think like the flow has finally come back to me at least. Like I really do want to I really do wanted to like be flowing to other better players in our team, like Tanyao 1K, who's been struggling a lot coming into the playoffs. But like a win is a win, I suppose.
Yeah, no, win is a win. It's always nice to get a victory.
Thank you.
Keeps you at least in the conversation going into the last Hanchan.
Yeah, like I believe that my teammate will be able to take another first place and like improve our placings, in a sense.
Actually, did Jay update the standings?
Yeah,
He
standings have
did.
been updated, yeah. So as things stand now, 77 points, you guys are just under 200 off of Riichi Fingers. So you can get 200 points, obviously, because of the way that the scoring works. If you get 150, say, and then they take a negative 50, that already makes up the difference.
Well, I believe like a more realistic approach is to basically secure third place. That will be, at least that's what I've told my teammates. That we mainly target Dreaming in this game, and unfortunately, it didn't work out quite well in that sense. Because Dreaming did manage to get the second place, but I'm happy at least that we did manage to claw back some of the differences, and I hope that whoever that plays the last game, I believe is Rika, can bring it home, because I believe that he has the capability to do so. He was our best player last season.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. He did have a very good season last season.
Yep, he did get the second most points for your team in the initial round and semis together. In the finals, has he played? He did play.
Yeah.
He did play a game.
Yesterday,
yeah.
I got a second. So yeah, hoping for a first.
Yeah, that was like 100 points away, and we were Uradora. We were literally praying for the Uradora. We were literally taking the gamble as I saw on stream. That's what he told me. Like he was saying that he wrote that hand to wait for Uradora. But it didn't come our way. Like yesterday apparently was Tao Dream's lucky day. Like they got both first places.
Yeah, they had a really good day yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes like that's mahjong for you.
Exactly right. Yeah. But yeah, I guess there's the log now, so you can quickly bring.
Yeah, I got the log. I forgot to send it. Like I was waiting for the stream to end, just so that there isn't like a spoiler or something like that.
Oh no.
Oh no, don't worry about that.
There's only one game.
Only
so
people
yeah.
Yeah, but there you go. I got it.
Yep, I got it up here. Let me turn the wall off again. So this is, from your perspective, I've got Cyber's here. So, it was a good start for you. You started off with the dealer Mangan here.
Riichi.
But I guess this couldn't have got any better for you. You had to go with the Kanchan Riichi.
Yeah. I was thinking about between the options, but I choose the 4-pin way simply because this one's 6-pin in the world. That's it. No other reason.
Yeah,
at all.
Fair.
It's
Yeah.
just
That's
I believe that
typically
there are
the best
more
reasoning.
4-pins.
Yeah.
That's typically good reasoning. You don't need to overthink it usually.
No, yeah, normally
Yum.
it's easy enough for this. Yeah, great start for you.
Yeah, then I think the other big one was the
This Hanuman.
6k all.
Yeah. So yeah, this was this hand basically went perfect for you, I think. It was
Yeah,
somewhere back here.
definitely.
We were looking at the thing with the six pin draw here. Were you? I assuming here at this stage you were looking at the 789 Sanshoku potential. And
I
then
was looking for Sanchoku, yes, and like basically I was just looking to see how the 8-9 soul shape can develop over time. I believe, like if you win that, you can talk about like how this play is a big brain play. But like honestly, I was like just trying to make this hand as to the best of my ability to make it as big as possible, because like I believe that there is like a possibility to grind for Sanchoku here at least.
Yeah, when you get to Tenpai in the end on the 7 Hanchan, did you think about reaching it at all?
A bit, but like again, like if you get a hand like that and your weight is not as good, it's probably the best just to get the win first of all. If you reach here and like everyone just starts to fold and you end up not winning it, then it's like a plus 3,000, right? It's like nowhere near what this hand could potentially bring. If you are able to take the last tail and finish it off.
I guess when you went into the Hanchan, like you said before, your goal was mostly just to fight for third, was it?
That's my goal. Maybe my teammates had some other ideas, but like, that was my goal because that's the most realistic one we can think of. Like I'm really grateful that we were not in the position in which like we were like 200 points away from even third place. Like what we had last season, that we had to play like a gentleman and like skip rounds 3 times, something like that. Luckily we have something to fight for in the last game, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, you did manage to submit the 7 here, which brought it up to a Hanuman, which was nice. And then just managed to hold on to that lead for the rest of it.
The one interesting thing to talk about here was this Kokushi as well. Were you like again? You're aiming for third, as you said, but with a tidy first here.
Yes.
Like, are you ever considering playing this hand normally? Otherwise, are you just seeing 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, there is a thought in me that maybe I can try to grind for Hoinsu, because this hand is just not bringing any value, like unless you grind for like a Hoinsu or something. But like as the hand kind of progresses, I was talking to myself, like if you want to just grind for something big, why not go for like something like really big, like the ones that the Riichi Fingers were able to pull out, like. Yep. With the game going to this far and like feeling the flow finally coming back to our team, like I feel that it was something that was kind of achievable in a sense. But later on in the game, when there was a deal Riichi, I was kind of assured in a sense that I was able to get those rather safer terminal tiles to be able to fold against the deal Riichi in a sense that it kind of saved my ass. That's everything that I had to talk about for this Hanchan.
Yeah, mostly just deal manga and deal Hanuman, and just hold on to those points.
Yeah, like I'm just really happy that we were under the receiving end in terms of points. Like we were not like the ones that were like bombarded by like dealer Tsumos or something like that.
Yeah,
and ended up having to like fight for like a rather unfortunate position.
Yeah. No, it was a great Hanchan from you. Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thank you. But like again, I do feel that it's more luck than skill in the sense of this game. But it's just one game. We'll see what the last game brings us.
Yeah, 100%. Good luck for your team in the last game.
Send the flow that you had over to Reika.
Yes, I will. Please and help.
All right, thanks for joining us, Cyber.
Thank you.
Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so the next Hanchan is about to begin here, or the last Hanchan is about to begin here more specifically. So let me quickly go and grab the information for that, and I'll update the overlay. But yeah, as things stand now, it's effectively still positional-based play between first and second. Dreaming and Tanyao Sensation have a bit of work to do to be in the picture for first or second. So realistically, we're probably just looking at the fight between Crimson Wanderers and Riichi Fingers, but we'll keep an eye out for the other two. They can string together a couple victories here.
Yeah, normally you'd want to like calculate just exactly the difference in points, but since they're so close, it's actually just the placing that's going to matter.
Pretty much, yeah. There are situations obviously where the specific points can matter, but here it's like what 8.2?
Yep.
No, 8 point less. 8 point the other way around. 8.7 8.
8.2, right?
Oh, it is 8.2? Okay, yeah. My maths is bad. I'm terrible. But yeah. Let me quickly update this. So with in the last Hanchan here, the only same player we'll have is Jay. If I remember correctly, we're going to have Rika for Tanyao Sensation. We're going to have Cream for Tile Dreaming.
And a stat for Riichi Fingers.
Yeah. Grab that. So by this point, the game should started. Yep, thank you. Where did my Photoshop go? Here we are. So Cream in the east seat, a set in the south seat. Jay once again in the west seat. And Rika in the north seat. So yeah, with the south and the west seats, it's a little bit different, I think, in terms of the ability to just run on the score as we saw in the last game.
Yeah. And we'll see if that like tries to block Jay from winning any kind of open hands.
Yeah, you do have that sort of power when you do sit to their left. Oh, I've missed the team. How's that happened? Never mind. Oh, I know what I've done. There we go. Sorry, just about done here. Update that, and there we go. Alrighty. And yeah, as Unwise Alves has pointed out, this is the first time they're not in first since the 10th round of the tournament. Riichi Fingers had a very dominant league phase, and they sort of stretched that into the top 8 as well. They had quite a strong top 8, if I remember correctly. They gained like 100, 150 points, maybe even more than that. I have the chart here. I kept this up just in case. Not quite. About 50-ish points. They were up a little bit more than that overall because they sort of dropped down and then went back up. But yeah, very strong performance by you guys. And now it's all come down to the final Hanchan. With the 8-point gap, it's just... yeah, it's just place over the other team, basically.
Now, Unwise Al, being the streamer that he is, knows that there needs to be hype in the finals.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
He didn't want to just be like 300 points ahead.
Yeah, this was intentional. He was like, "Oh, let's just throw a little bit, guys. Let's just throw. Like, I'll get a Kokushi here, and then I'll come second. You know, in the 100 anyway. Just to prove I can. Just we have to keep things close, or no one's gonna watch.
Yeah, because then when they win this Hanchan, it'll be a win that overtook to give them first place. You don't just want to hold on to first place. That's boring. You want to get first place.
Snatched from the claws of defeat. Well, yeah, we'll have to see. Jay, obviously a very strong player, but this table is filled with strong players. And here we go in the last Hanchan of the finals. East Dora, Cream as a dealer starting with 1. shapes are workable, but might hold on to this Dora for a fair while, which will allow players like Jay to call the West that they've started with Arca 2. Riker as well with a very quick sliding hand. This is Ishanten.
Yeah, with Ipeiko or Chitoy.
Yeah.
Oh, also nice hand here for Estet to able to drop that 1 pin for Tanyao.
Yeah, so not looking too great for Cream. Who, yeah, again, would like to maybe try and convert the double ton with Dora. But I think we'll run out of time here before too long.
Oh, Ishan 10 for Jay.
Yeah, the Arca 5 pin will probably be lost. Almost definitely. But yeah, you'll just go. Jay looking to keep first. Just needs to stay ahead of a set.
Yeah, hoping to draw around the 5 pin.
That's Tempai.
Yeah, Kanchan 7-man, dead in people's hand at the moment. We said Krim didn't have that good of a hand, but suddenly drew himself into Ishan 10 as well with a Tanyao possibility.
Yeah, the hand wasn't terrible. I thought, yeah, like we still see the East in the hand here. And I think that if you see someone Riichi, it might just be a little bit too risky to fold even as dealer. To toss even as dealer, rather. Arca 5 pin comes now for Jay. Really pulls quite a bit there on that draw. Oh. And that's
Tempai for Reika. Probably will take the... Actually...
Could be Eva here.
Yeah, unfortunately one of the 9-mans is already cut, so it likes to go with the 7-man Penchan. Same weight as Estet, which is dead.
Yep, dead in hands at this stage.
Tempai for Jay, he takes it. Cutting the safe 8, so Dharma's on the Kanchan. 6-man for West Arca.
Yeah, we see 2 Dharmas in this first hand. Very serious play. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Jay draws the unsafe 3, so and elects to just cut the Wests away.
Yeah.
Estet with an opportunity to switch his weight. Thinking about it. Would have to shove a dangerous tile no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So might they just drop an 8 pin? Unfortunately, they don't have that many safe tiles in their hand, so you might just have to shove a tile here. And actually, Riichi's on that Kanchan 7-man.
Yep. So yeah, now with 2 Riichis, yeah, Jay will pretty much, I imagine, give up on his hand. I've already seen the West come out. 7 pin is, yeah, no good either. And Cream here with their dealership as well. Probably have to give up on it.
Like you said, that East stuck in his hand. With 2 Riichis just unable to cut it. Actually, 3 of the East is still in the wall.
They're still all in the wall. It's actually kind of crazy. And that's just suspicious at this point. You're thinking, no, someone surely has a pair of Easts.
Jay offered K10? Or he can chi and drop a 9 though, which is Suji, which he does. Tuso is not safe against either player.
You can't even really look at a Kabe or anything here either. Haku's fine as well, but he might try and save it for the final discard.
Yeah, or just play like totally safe because he knows he can't cut either the 7 pin or the Tuso. So
yeah.
Just playing full Genbutsu. Don't want to deal into some random Jigoku Hakutanki. And yeah, just Tempai for Estet and Reika on that 7-man.
Yep, same weight. And yeah, luckily for Cream, having drawn 3 of them early on, just was able to keep them out of everyone else's hands. So we go to East 2. A set with a East pair. Jay with a Haku pair, which is immediately called. Haku Dora 1 here for Jay at the very minimum already. full steam ahead.
Chun pair for Krim also just fills in that Manzu Kanchan. And not bad of a base for Reika as well.
Yeah, Rika has a couple choices here. The hand might probably just get played out normally if they're given the choice. Jay's trying to shut this down very quickly. And yeah, Set still has the opportunity to catch back up with the right calls here. Even just a Riichi, he's not too far away. And so we wait to see who draws the necessary tiles first.
7-so draw is Ishan 10 for J, but would have to drop that door in the end. Only reduces it from 2,000 to 1,000, so not the biggest loss.
No.
There's the East,
Boom.
comes out immediately from Krim, which is pawned by a Set. Tempire on the 9-pin 6-so Shampon. 9-pin is loose in Krim's hand.
Yes.
And
There it is.
Jet comes out.
Yeah. There's three weights left. Sorry, 3 weights in hands, 1 in the wall. Yeah, comes out from Cream. Very loose terminal tile. And a Set.
Oh,
Yeah, with
Yeah.
The first victory here. What were we doing at Cream's hand?
yeah, not a very good hand for a Set.
No.
His repeat dealership here. But yeah, pointing to Krim, Ishan 10 already unfortunately got the 1 man, so loses Tanyao for the moment.
Yeah. A Set's repeat hand here. Nothing you can really call open with as things stand. Pairs up the south.
It is a nice pair of Doras.
Yeah. So you
Just needs to connect the rest.
yeah, this will probably be men's end hand. There's opportunities for you to go Chanta.
Yeah, just holding on to the lone Hatsu for now, hoping to pair it up, gives them a chance to open,
リーチ
not having to rely on filling in the Hanchans and Hanchans. But Krim's the first to Tempai, Riichi on the Hanchan 6-pin for Riichi only.
Richie only for Cream here, but yeah, just looking to recoup some of the lost points. You got a couple Humber in the middle. A Set dropping the pair of South. The Vedoras are pretty much dead at this point. In fact, yeah, unless you can somehow win with a single Dora South, they will be dead.
Six-pin, 2 in the wall.
Yeah, 2 in the wall, 2 in Jay's hand, but assuming that if he gets to the point where he wants to push them, they can both be used if you draw around them.
I think the only person that can contest right now is Reika.
Yep.
The Pinzu aren't safe though.
I feel like a really yellow shove. Oh, never mind. I was like, that seemed like a really yellow shove from Cream, forgetting that they were a Riichi player.
Oh man, that Archivizer was dangerous into the reach.
Into the Riichi of their own Riichi, yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is probably just going to be either Sumo or Rikoku here.
Most likely.
No one's really made it to a position to really contest it. Riker's got this completely live East tile now, apart from the one in the indicator. Yeah, no one just really has the value. So we'll probably see Rikoku, maybe some sort of a Tenpai call here and there. Especially for a Set, if they can manage it, but I think this hand is a little bit too far.
Definitely too far.
But Yeah, Jay keeps drawing these nice tiles actually, and keeps managing to find safety from other players.
Yep, Jay is Ishan 10 now. 7 so is now walled. 5 so is now walled off. But the 7 so is live, so still have to worry about the Champon.
地位
Yeah, 5 so's is walled off. There's 3 8 so's out as well. So yeah, the Champon is what would be really the kick here. And yeah, we see 2 in the set's hand, for example. But yeah, Jay of course won't know where those are.
Eight Man's also live, so I think he might just fold here, only having 1 draw left.
So you'd probably
So
see
4
the
pin
4
or
pin. Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking about if he can shove a tile. He goes with the Arc 5 man.
Gives the opportunity for Raker to call, but they're
Gee,
also
nah.
far. And that would
He
have
would
to
need like another call and then something to happen. Don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Actually gave high
High
take over to
Yeah.
and there are still 2 6 spins.
Oh!
Oh,
相撲
oh my god, Riichi high take.
Ura.
Ura, Mangan! Oh, hey, the last 6 spins were indicator.
Of course it is.
That was a interesting call there from Raker, giving Krim not only an extra draw, but high take at that.
Haite, yeah. Brings Cream right back into contention. I'll say contention. They were the only ones below 20k. Massive pickup for Cream. Takes the dealership away from a set. So now Jay's first dealership of the Hanchan here. Honitsu hand probably.
I would personally drop the honors and just hope for a normal hand.
It's quite far. You've got a pair of Norvs, which can obviously be called, but then you're pretty much hard committed to the Honitsu. You're hoping to find something
Oh,
else.
that's a nice racer. Oh, and does commit is with that Aka 5 man draw.
Need to
Draw.
commit. Yeah, and speaking of Honitsus, but maybe more of a Chinitsu here for Raika. Did start with, it was something like 8 Pinzu tiles, 9 Pinzu tiles.
I think he'll take Tempai if he gets it there.
I
Currently,
imagine so.
Kutsuki on the 3-6 pin 4 man. And Tempai
リーチ
Let's go.
for Riichi Tanyao. And 3-6 man looks pretty good with, you can see Jay's discards and the 3 man came out from Krim.
Yep, you know that they're not going to need them, so
5 left in the wall.
would have liked to see the Chinitsu though.
Just a tad bit too far. Maybe if like
Yeah, well, I think once you draw the
one
5
less
man,
set, yeah, one less set in the Manzu, it was Pinzu instead of honors.
So yeah, another early Tempai here. Yeah, Jay now, yeah, will have to be forced to throw all these honor tiles. So these early middle tile cuts will make it awkward for him to have a chance to win the hand. If he's even trying to.
I think it might just be folding simulator once again.
相撲
But this time with 5 weights in the wall, Reiko does manage to sumo one of them for Riichi Sumo Tanyao. No Ura. 1,000, 2,000.
Yep, and brings us into East 4. Raika's first dealership here. In second for now. No one's managed to break away in East round so far.
Yeah, we're on below 30k.
Yeah, so looking a bit dire for Tile Dreaming and Tanyao Sensation, at least for East round. And then obviously in terms of top 2 right now, a set with a 6,000 point lead over Jay.
And a nice hand for a set here currently. Ishan 10 with an anchor of his west seat.
Yeah, started with the Anko as well. You'd love to see that.
Jay with 2 Aka and a pair of East that he can pawn. Not too bad himself. Well, nice upgrade here for a stat. Can accept the Dora now. should just see a 6-0, but elects to go for the 9-pin, 8-pin drop, which means that Dora won't be Tenpai now.
Yeah, Cream as well. This hand has potential for a somewhat quick tempo.
Home.
Actually, having discarded only middle tile so far. It's a little bit funny, but yeah, it's nothing nefarious. Hatsupon
Yeah,
for Reika, and he's
Yep.
fun for Jay.
Rika currently Shanten, Jay still 2 Shanten.
Yeah, Reika really wanting to convert this Hatsu Dora 2 hand.
Nine, so pause.
Yeah, not fitting into the hand at all. I mean, obviously you threw it first as well, but maybe trying to think if anyone realistically wants to call a 9-so.
That's a nice 6-man draw from Krim. Gets rid of a bad block. The 1-mans were dead. Gets Tanyao. Lets him use the Aka. Guaranteed.
Chi.
Free pin.
That's a 3-pin Chi. Tenpai
Chi.
on Kanchan 3-man. And Tenpai for Reika on 2, so 6-so. 2 left for Reika and 2 left for Jay. Ooh, can swap now to the 1-cut South Shampon. But doesn't.
Does not. Collecting the keep with the Fremont.
Ah,
Would have run off a set there, but instead
But-
will run off Reika.
obviously would have preferred the run off a stat, but yeah, it does manage to get that 3-man.
All right, and brings us to South rounds with scores basically level.
Pair of East here for Krim with an Aka. No, 2 Shanten for Estet, but nice starting hand
Yep.
here
Shapes
with
here
the
for a
Dora.
set.
Oh no, sorry,
Jay-
this is Shanten.
Yes, it is Shanten. Jay as well with a pretty good starting hand here. 3 pairs now, a little bit awkward for now, but you can easily turn these into blocks. Reiko with 2 Aka.
And a pair of
pair
his North.
Yeah. So options here for everybody, I think. Cream with the pair of East might actually have the hardest hand to work with for now. Penchan and this, this West, this Haku might slow things down a little bit.
Estet getting a lot of awkward draws, a lot of Arianmans. That's the 4-pin and the 1-so. Oh, he does get Tenpai. I would just take the Kanchan 5-man here.
Riichi.
Can we do
He
see that?
does. Unfortunately, 3 of the 5-mans are in Raker's hand at the moment.
Yeah. And I imagine you probably might see the Norths get cut before anything else here.
Yeah, might just also just see him shove and just throw the 6-man.
Yeah. Couple choices how Reiko wants to play this. It would be a nice
Chi.
hand for him, obviously.
Jay pushing this Tanyao Estet Riichi, so it'd be pretty bad for him if Estet won this hand, but at the same time, you don't really want to deal in. So he'll probably try and keep a balance between pushing and folding. Does have the 2 mana and 8 mana if he needs to fold.
6-0.
Yes, that's pretty bad.
2 mana, I imagine.
Oh, 6-0 save, actually.
Oh, it is safe. This push by Cream. Eight man for Jay.
Probably didn't want that Roundman that had 3 10 chances and you know, he can use the 6-0 with the 7-0 since the 6-0s are walled off from his point of view. And he elects to cut the 7-0.
Yep.
Baker still Ishan 10 has been shoving a couple live Suji.
Yeah, we've seen the 8-0, we've seen the 2-pin.
Yep.
The North's cut now. The 8-pin, a little bit scary, especially after you've already cut 2 Suji.
Still able to get back in Senpai.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Ishan 10 now for Jay. Still has to continue cutting some live Suji and does just go with the 7-man. Unfortunate to not be Tenpai here for Breaker, but quite a nice wide Ishan 10.
Still 1 5-man left in the wall as well.
That's not it.
Ooh, that could be dangerous if he tempos
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
3-man for Jay. It's a tempo for Jay.
Yep, goes with the safe 7, so discard. Misses out on the 8, so. But waiting on 2 5, so which sumos? That's a really big sumo there for Jay.
Yeah.
Obviously doesn't know how many, like how live Estet's weight was, but managing to shut down the Riichi.
Yeah, as you pointed out, last thing you want there is a set to Riichi sumo something even remotely close to Mangan. So good push by Jay, and yeah, moves the dealership along. That was Cream's last dealership. Fatal Dreaming as well. And we start here with a set. Manzu block completed with Dora. Sozo block completed. It's not looking too shabby.
Yep, that's 2 Shantan.
Jay's hand was a little bit awkward to start with, but it's beginning to shape up a little bit here.
Mostly looking at Krim at the moment with an
Yeah.
Arca and decent shapes.
Cream's hand here is not looking too bad either. No one's hands are decidedly very slow. I got 4 discards in at this point.
Ishan 10 here for Estet, pairing up his 9 so's, dropping the 8-9 pin Penchan. Upgrades his Ishan 10 here.
Yep, so it continues cutting the Penchan.
Ooh, nice 3 so fill up for Reika. Still 2 Shanten can drop the 9 pin for Tanyao.
Yeah, the door is still sitting loose in Reika's hand as well.
Thinking about cheating. Does not.
Hope so. It's pretty good here for Cream.
Oh, another Dora for Estet. Should see a 9-man here. Keep the Ryangkan.
9-man would be nice to see. Just throws it back though. Jay's hand is pretty much stalled. Drew an 8-pin after cutting one.
Chi.
Had this 2-5-8-pin shape, and it's just just drawing nothing. And we see an open here from Cream, so pushing for Tanyao.
I don't think that was the way he wanted to cheat though. Because if he cheat 2-4, so he could have the 5-6-6-7, which would be a much better shape to have.
Yeah, this is a little bit awkward. Now you have to still cut this 6-0. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you need to find another block. That's Tanyao. Does pick up another Aka.
You can work with this. Now you just need to find a 4 or 7 pin. That can become your pair, and you can call the Manzu if you need to. Actually, no, never mind.
Well, Reika does manage to connect to that Dora with the 9-man draw.
Lemon draw, looking for a 7
Each.
man.
That's Tenpai for a set waiting on the Kanchan 5 man. One left. I'm not sure if Krim is going to push it if he gets the 4-pin or 6 man. Oh, well, now it's not coming out.
Yeah, now you can just
Not to say 4-pin. Yeah.
work around that pretty basically. And that is the last 5 man, so unless someone cuts one, the set's Riichi here will come to naught. And with 14 tiles left in the wall, it's pretty hard to foresee someone cutting a 5 man here.
Yeah, just gonna have to see if Krim or Reika gets Tenpai.
Yeah,
This one
that'd
of the
be-
7 mans that Reika needs. Did not chief for K10, instead just gets Tenpai by himself.
7
Each.
pin is fine here, and it does come.
Yep, Riichi's on the Pinchan 7 man, which is 1 left. Haitei take 2.
I couldn't take it.
Oh no, Haitei.
It happened again.
It's because you didn't believe.
I never believe in Haite. But yeah, a set and a Reika remaining Tenpai. Obviously, having Riichi'd, you can't really back out of that. And we go again in South 2 here. Scores still basically level. Cream starting hand pretty good here. Dora 2. Couple pen chance to fill in, but it has the potential to be quite quick.
Yep, probably the best out of everyone. All 3 other players don't have don't have a Dora in their hand, and pretty bad shapes in general.
Jay's first one to find one, but it's it doesn't really connect to anything specifically immediately. Yeah, it's going to be a question of who draws to fill in their shapes first.
Reika does have a Haku pair, lone Haku in Jay's hand.
Yeah, well,
Ishan 10 here for Krim. Oh,
Reika just draws the last remaining Haku. Yeah, Cream.
Ishan 10 as well.
Cream Sand, yeah, it didn't look the quickest, and it has converted that way so far. A set Fremont here is good find. Jay is, yeah.
Khan.
Khan.
Tanyao Sensation does not want to follow Gwill's philosophy.
He did put on a good show for us. Good. Cream drew another Dora, but it didn't really work in the hand, so just cut it.
Could have kept it for like upgrades along the Manzu, but maybe he just didn't want to have to deal with it if someone reached.
That's true, yeah.
Each.
Speaking of which, there's Tenpai for Reika, reaching on the Kanchan 7, so for Riichi Haku.
2 left in
Two
the
left.
wall. 7 pin.
Well,
Option
that
10.
could,
But yeah,
didn't take it.
couple scary tiles here to work with.
Also, yeah, spills the end for Krim's Ishan 10.
Yeah, and the set, I think, might just end up bowing out of this as well. It's a hard sell to cut any Sozo right now.
Mm-hmm. Will JG? No. Not going
Yeah.
for the turn 10 K10.
10K10. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll see some discipline folding here by most of this table. It's gonna suck to lose your dealership here as a set, but throws the Suji Freeman.
Still trying to hold on to some way to get to Tenpai. 5 pin is safe, so yeah, 8 pin as well now. So I guess it'll be bad if he gets a 4 pin or a 6-0. 2 pin should be safe, and he passes it.
5-so is 4 left in the wall.
Yeah. Okay, that's Tenpai for a set.
6-so is half Suji.
Yeah, both alive, but I think you just take the roundman, and he does. Waiting on the 5-8-0. Oh, an 8-0 immediately comes out from Breaker.
And that's really bad news for Jay.
Oh yeah, reach apart pin for Tanyao, Ura, deal a Mangan, and pushes a stat 15k above J.
Yeah, so set the first one to really take a decent lead in this Hanchan. And you won't be done here. You will keep pushing to get as safe of a buffer as you can. This hand has good acceptance for a set. J with a pair of Haku, pair of Wests, but yeah, the value's not quite good. Probably
Gonna
go to
towards
Hanetsu.
Hanetsu.
Yeah.
Boom.
Raika with an Akadora and now 4 pairs. And Cream the Northwind.
Nice 7 serve fine there for F stat. Ooh, shouldn't head up for Krim now.
Yeah, this
Shan 10 for a set.
this hand is coming along quite quickly for a set.
Ooh, but playing it safe. Does not want to give any pins to Jay. So like I said earlier, because you're sitting to the left of Jay and sort of stop him from progressing his hand.
Yeah, so if a set wants to play this way towards the Tenpai, we'll need to find some more Pinzu to work with. As it is, Jay couldn't use the free pin currently. But you can just incorporate it into your hand like so. Alrighty, yeah, good for Jay here.
Yeah, Ishan 10 potential Itsu along with his Haku Honetsu. Oh, that's an awkward draw from Estet. You can drop a 7-star and like have the Itsu Ishan 10, but just drops 9 pin.
Yeah, as you said, not really willing to cut the Pinzu in the J, sort of handcuff the hand a little bit for a set.
Boom.
4 pin could be pawned by Jay, and he does, taking the 4-7 pin weight. 3 left.
Yeah, unfortunately, waiting on something that you've just pawned never feels great, but you will take the Tenpais that are offered.
Ishan 10 for Krim does manage to argue up his
Boom.
norths. Ooh, but Jay gets the west. Pawn switches to the 5-8 pin.
Which is...
Just 2 left.
Yeah.
So somehow less live than
Yeah.
his pawn roundman.
Mm. This, of course, gives Jay Sun Kansu opportunities if the Haku wasn't dead and the...
And the 4 pin wasn't
4
dead,
pin
and
wasn't
the
dead.
west wasn't dead.
But, you know... Jane looking to end the dealership for a set here, obviously. So this.
Oh, interesting one pin cut from instead, because that will mean that you'll have to cut a Pinzu for Tenpai,
Mm,
as opposed to like dropping one of your pairs in the Manzu or Sozu.
hmm Seeing the one pin was Genbutsu, I imagine, played a bit of part in that decision.
Seven so can be pawn for Tenpai, but 3-pin. I guess the 4 pins are walled off,
Boom.
and the 1 pins are all dead actually. So 3-pin would only deal into like Champon or Tunky, which it could, but Estet thinks it's safe enough to push. Can drop a 2-pin, which is also 5,
Yeah.
but it likes to play it safe. Points is meaningless.
It's
In his
all
final
about
Hanchan.
positional play.
Yeah.
He's
It's
like, are
actually
you
pretty-
sure you don't want Tenpai?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Estet's gonna be happy here, just letting the hand go by.
Yes.
It will be a 4,000 point swing in favor of Jay.
Yeah, in the end, since everyone was playing quite safely, everyone else ended up folding, including Cream that was working towards a San Anko hand. But yeah, no one really willing to risk the very obvious Honitsu by Jay, and yeah, we go to South Ri.
So Jay's final dealership still has to make up 11,000 points. Not a bad starting hand.
Yeah,
Lots of different directions it can go. 3 pairs, Tanyao, something.
couple decisions here for Jay going forward. Cream to Akadora. And a set with 2 Dora of their own. The East pair now, the Chun pair.
We'll see if they pawn this Ton now. Does not.
It's good for a set now. You know your East are safe. You could always use them later to dispose of if you need to push something safe. Unko of the 7 so for Jay. Holding on.
Yeah, drops 2 man with all the 1 man's gone.
Yep. So keeping the 3 months for now. Raker as well. This hand is quite fast.
Yeah, for Tanyao Sensation, they need to make up, how many points was it? 60-ish. And they're currently 1 place under
Boom.
Tao Dreaming.
Yeah, Tanyao Sensation, yeah, 60-ish points, so needing a bit of a turnaround here. 7 pin for Jay's great. And Chun call for a set as well, moves them closer. Now Ishan 10.
Nahatsu from Crim's also got a nice Ishan 10.
So 3 Ishan 10s on the table.
And that's Senpai for a stet.
Chi.
So we'll be on the 7 so, which is 1 left in the wall.
West anchored up for Raker. Ishan 10. Should just see a 2 pin. But yeah, it drops 8, so loses the 7, so acceptance.
Mm.
But can draw the Dora still.
Sumo.
So good thing. Doesn't matter. It's that Sumo's Chun Dora 2, and this is really bad for Jay. Needing to make up, what is it? Why can't I math? 19,000.
Yeah, 19,000, 18,000.
18,000, yeah.
So decent odds here for a set, and Riichi Fingers into South 4.
Okay, so looking at Jay's hand, this has to be some sort of like Riichi Tanyao, get Naka, get a Dora, I don't know. It's not that good.
No, it's not really the hand you're looking for when you're trying to catch 18,000 points, 19,000 points. And a set here playing full defense, the Tuso, the 4-man.
He's like, yeah, show me your 18,000 hand. And then the game's just like, are you sure you don't want Tenpai?
Look at his tempo. Ooh. Yeah, again, points don't matter. This is the last Hanchan. There is no more after this. All you need to do as a set is stay above Crimson Wanderers and J.
But Reika here still playing to catch up to Tao Dreaming. Does have a pair of Hakus and 2 Dora.
Yep. Cream with 3 Dora as well. They're already above Tanyao Sensation and with no realistic way to catch up to second in this Hanchan. If they want to hold on to third, this is a decent hand to do it with. And yeah, these first couple draws for Jay haven't been any really help either.
Like 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku. Oh, Jesus.
Seri Shanten. Jay cutting the 1-2 man, immediately drawing the 3-man because, of course.
Not that he wants it.
Not that you want it. It loses Tanyao. It doesn't give you Sanshoku or anything like that.
Yupeiko?
Yupeiko, Riichi, Ipeiko, Tanyao, Dora, Aka, Ura,
Sanshoku?
Sanshoku, if you find, yeah. It's there. I don't know if it's going to be quick enough.
But these are like my favorite hands to play on, honestly.
Yeah.
Trying to build Hanumans out of nothing. Just keeping like 2 very low chance options open.
地
Ishanten here for Reika with that 4-man draw.
Ishanten for... No, it's not Ishanten.
Still 2 Shanten.
2 Shanten for Cream.
Yeah, we'll probably see that 2-3 pin come out.
Yep.
Still, we'll probably see that 2-3 pin come out.
But geez, he has a sad bench on.
Oh.
Look, he would have got it.
Should have kept the 2-3 pin. Somehow Ishanten for a stat.
Yeah, Phoenix Shanten for a bit, despite the very early cuts there. I wasn't paying full attention. I don't know if they were just completely loose in the hand, but this hand is kind of going well for us. Got the opportunity to just sumo a Pinfu hand, or even just run a Pinfu in the hand, and well, at least before you paid up the Katsu, but now you can just open as well.
So what does Reika need? 5 pin is dead. 3-man, 5-man. Yeah, it looks like the best he's gonna get here is just Tenpai. Unlikely to win the hand. Hakus are still in the wall for him to pawn as well.
Yeah. It's funny looking at Reika's discards here, and this is all Sumegi.
Shadowed since the first row.
That feels so terrible. You're just like, nope.
It'd be really awkward if this hand just ends Rikyoku.
It's heading that way. It's heading straight to Rikyoku over Haku. Again, they're in the wall. That doesn't help.
Upgrade. We'll probably see the Manzu Kanchan get chucked out with 2-3 mans gone. Yeah. 1 draw left for Reika. Yeah, at this point as Jay, you need to just throw the Tau that helps Reika get Tenpai.
Yep.
If I had a 5-man in my hand, I would have thrown it.
There's the
But
4-pin.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't have it. Oh, he got Tenpai.
He got Tenpai.
Nice. More
Both,
fun for us.
both Haku with Edward. 3,000 for Reika, so effectively that changes nothing for now. Doesn't bring him closer to Cream, but needs to get quite a fair bit above. Good starting hand for Reika. Fills the 6-pin in immediately. Terrible starting hand for Jay.
Oh my god. Yeah, Ishan 10 for Reika with a Dora. Now can accept the 6-0 Dora. Potential 5-6-7 Sanshoku as well.
Yeah, really nice hand here for Reika. This might-
Estet is Ishan 10 as well.
Yeah, not a bad Ishanten either, all things considered.
Obviously wants to fill in the 1 or 3 pin so that he can Dharma. 6-0 is nice because you can go for Tanyao.
And it's Dora. Not that you need any more
Not
points.
that it matters. Surprised Jay didn't go for the Kokshi. The hand was so bad.
It was a really bad hand. Hey, Kakashi's still open, you just have to redraw the 1 pin.
Okay. Alright, there is a Honetsu Itsu brewing, though.
There is, yeah. Honitsu Itsu needs a bit more help to get there, depending what honors you could draw, maybe. These hands that were Ishanten so early, not finding anything. There's a Chun.
I
One card.
don't think Chun is a good draw.
You just have to draw
What
the
do you
other
want?
one.
Riichi Sumo Chun Honetsu, it's okay, I guess. That would work. Should just see a 3-pin, okay, or not.
Just keeping the existing shapes. 3-pin was... It is not
the widest.
usable, right? See, and then you would have connected. See,
That wouldn't have been the best Tenpai. Would have been Tanky.
Yeah, it
Gets
would.
rid of 9-0 for Tanya.
Yep.
Ooh, 5-6-7 Sanshoku confirmed for Reika with that Aka 5-0 draw.
You can cut that. I feel like, yeah, you could, that's saying you can cut the tension of a knife. You're just waiting to see what happens.
Ooh, 2-1 for Jay. It's 4 pairs for a Menhon Chitoi.
Haku and
Will we
South...
just see a 9-1?
Yeah, they both still look okay-ish.
Oh, that's Tenpai for Estet on the Kanchan 4-pin.
Dharma 10.
Boom.
For
One by Group.
yeah, that is Tanyao Dora to Ipeko. For a second.
Yes.
Not that it matters.
Boom.
And
That's Tenpai for Chrome on the 2-pin 6-0, which is 1 left of each.
Toy Toy Dora 2.
Yeah, obviously 6-0 would be Dora 3. Not that it matters.
No. Five-man and Freeman into being discarded by a set into Jay's hand here. 4-pin is not usable and kills Sanshoku.
Yeah, we might. And it's for return, like. Oh!
Ooh.
Drops a 7-pin. Knows something that we don't.
Yeah, watching the stream. I see you, Reika.
Oh, that's
That
Senpai.
is Senpai.
I mean, you just
Riichi.
have to reach it.
Yep.
Kanchan 2-man is 2 left. For Riichi Aka. Chun is 1 cut. And Estet has no reason push it.
Now they do. Two pin drawn by Jay. So this will go to Rikoku, I imagine, unless Raika Sumo's the last 2 man right now. Now?
Now. Hote dealing with Zixo?
Big brain. Nah, no reason to lower the gap and make it easier for Jay. And
What do you mean? It would end the game and Estet would win.
Oh, yeah, true, of course. The 6 obviously is a bit different to the 2 man. And we go again.
Go again. Okay. For Jay, it looks like another Pinfu Tanyao Sanshoku Dora route.
Yep. Before with the 4-5-6 so completed shape, but nothing else really works around that immediately. Raika hedging towards a Honitsu perhaps. The Manzu, the loose Pinzu.
Yeah, we see a Hatsupon from Krim and now a 7-pin Chi. Actually, Tenpai on the Kanjan 5 man.
3 left. So we could see this all come to an end very shortly.
And the Chi from Estet here.
Arazuke on the Chun perhaps.
These are the kind of scary situations where, like, if Estet gets the Chun Pon and then Jay Riichi's, it is the most tense situation to be in.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay with 2-man cut.
Keeping the 4-6 pin for that potential with the 4-5-6. But there's the Chun.
Boom.
Pon. Kanjan Tuso.
You go to the Kanchan Tuso with 2 left in the wall. 3-4-5 any better? Jay decides not.
Chi.
Ishan.
3-so Chi.
Boom.
Tenpai. 4. Honitsu only.
3 left in the wall.
Oh, there's a nice Arc of 5-pin draw. 5, 6, 7 actually is also a thing. Not with that 2-pin cut though.
No. Arc of
I think I would have liked to see a 6, 7 man actually there, but doesn't matter because Tuso just deals into Estet.
Yep. And that will bring us to a close. Set in first, Cream in second, Jay in third, Raika in fourth.
But most importantly, oh, Jay did not update
Boo, boo.
scores. He just pieced out. 6.
But yeah, that will do it. Riichi Fingers first, Crimson Wonder second, Dreaming third, and Tanyao Sensation fourth.
I'll try and get all of Riichi Fingers in, maybe.
Yeah, so we'll try and grab people in here for some celebratory chats and things. That's what we normally do at the end of each league.
Try and get everyone.
So we have here...
Hello.
Hello. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thanks, that was nice.
That was nice. Very tense Hanchan for that last game. I saw
Definitely.
saw Unwise Owl in the YouTube chat losing his mind.
I'll have to watch over that replay.
Is Frisky online or not?
Nah, Frisky's working early in the morning, so he peaced out earlier.
No worries.
Let me just turn up Unwise Owl here a bit.
Hey.
Yeah, congratulations to you guys. That was a hard-fought finals in the end.
Yeah, it was a
difficult.
bit of a downward turn before the end there, so definitely thrilling.
Like we said, it was all part of Unwise Owl's plan of the grand finale.
Yeah,
A-State had the right idea and the right attitude going in. Like he was keen to play this final game from the beginning. So in good hands.
It was a lot of
That's
fun.
good.
well,
It's
yeah.
always
Sorry, go on.
sorry, it's always kind of nerve-wracking being the last player because you feel like everything's on your shoulders.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I got really lucky having our main opponent on the right, because as it goes around the table discarding tiles, I get less and less familiar with what's happening because I get more focused on my own hand. So having him on my right meant I could control my discards and also
We did
tell
notice
what was
that.
happening. So it was really helpful.
Yeah, we did see that play a major role in one of the hands you had. You had like a nice pinfu hand going on, but you drew a couple of pins in. Looks like you were hesitant to drop those into the Honetsu
Yeah,
of
I just
Jay.
decided to say, well, whatever. I'll just play that one safe. I was willing to take the 6/8 Kanchan over a good side Ryanman if it meant that I could just never throw them.
Hmm.
And that 5 draw near the end was a bit dangerous. So it was absolute fold right then.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, no, it was a well-played Hanchan by you. You managed to end up. It was very tight going into, what was it, South 2? And you managed to break away with the Mangan. I believe it was the
Hand came
Mangan.
out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. It was good. That was what I needed. It was a very flat game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not much going on in terms of scores up and downs up until that point.
You know, compared to other games where you had these sort of haymakers getting thrown left, right,
Yeah.
and center, this one was very tight knit. But yeah,
Yeah, I did
go on, sorry.
Took a bit of an early lead, so I was happy to just go around quickly, get it as far progressed as possible. And then all of a sudden things started going back again, and I was like, oh dear, running out of time here. So it was very, very nice to get that hand and get ahead of the pack.
I guess it's a nice situation being able to fold without worrying too much, rather than if you're behind and you feel kind of pressured to do something.
And it was very hard gap actually to bridge. 18,000 points. It's really, really hard number to bridge. So
For Jay towards you.
yeah, well, either of the other players that wasn't
Yeah.
the dealer who could just keep on repeating, I guess.
Yeah, we noticed that as soon as you got that wide of a gap, you just first like 2 turns discard just just folding instantly basically. But
Yeah.
the wall was still giving you tiles to progress you to Tempai anyway.
I think my thought was leave the honor tiles longer. The goal was to deal to the south wind and give them a hand. And also, if I don't get anything happening, I have something to fall back on. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It completely makes sense. Overall, it was a pretty good finals for you. There was a couple bad games there in a row.
Yeah.
Which I mean that happens. But overall, it was a pretty strong season from you guys. You were all very strong, dominant players.
Yeah, anything either of you two want to say about the league and how it went in general?
Yeah, I mean, I'd just say, we were in a really fortunate position. We got out to an early lead in the league. which let us, have the luxury to play quite freely, which was actually really nice. And I think we've seen that in the last couple of years, right? Like a team gets a lead, and you can afford to push the hands that are worth it and fold the other ones. So let us play really freely, and that was really nice. We didn't have to constantly fight for position, and that just makes a huge difference to how much you enjoy your mahjong, but also like how well you can afford to play. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know from when I played the first couple of seasons, being one of those teams that was in the lead, you sort of you get that a little bit of the pressure relax, as you said, where you can not go in with the mindset being like, oh, I really need to try to score points, or I really need to try to stay above these opponents and things like that. You can just sort of go in with a more relaxed mindset, almost like you're playing ladder. And just play for yourself.
Esther, did you have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I guess we could have afforded to play defensively after that big lead, but I certainly found myself getting lots of firsts and fourths. So I think it was definitely freedom to play however you like. It was good.
Yeah, and huge credit to Crimson Wanderers, who had just like an absolutely stupid semifinals and then finals to make it competitive. Like, I mean, we had just an absolutely ludicrous lead going into the semifinals, and then we scored more points, and they were still like, they'd closed the gap to within 250, and then they scored a whole heap more as well. So that they made us really sweat for it. There was no resting on our laurels. So yeah, that was just huge. It made these finals games so much more fun for us. That this was super competitive, right? It was great.
Yeah, Crimson Wanderers walked into the semi-finals in 5th place at about 120-ish points. At one point dropping down to 7th, but managing to make it into the finals. And then, yeah, as you said, the finals themselves, it was an absolute huge turnaround. They managed to bring back 150 points nearly. In fact, that was 150 points. And that just happened to coincide with you guys just playing kind of average compared to the rest of the season, proving you're human. Yeah, no, it was really great. As you said, it made it competitive, and that's just interesting for everybody else, which is really good.
Yeah, it was a nice way to finish, and a good final table. Every time I played was really good games.
Yeah, I was just trying to check. I don't remember in season 2. But I was just wondering if this was the first finals where the team that was first going in won. I don't quite remember.
I don't know. I haven't kept good enough stats on that, but
I know in seasons 1 and 3 that was not the case.
Yeah, I think in season 2, because my team won it, but I don't think we were first going in. I think we were like second.
Yeah, well, that pressure of expectation and also everyone gunning for you makes a huge difference. But also, like, I mean, I know we definitely felt the general quality of those games jump up hugely, particularly in the finals. Like, there wasn't exactly any easy games over the course of this tournament. We had a few though that we were like, oh, we don't know how we won that, But yeah, as the finals got on, and I definitely feel like we had some of the better teams in the finals, and I guess that's one of the advantages of having a really long league, right? I mean, 38 games is a lot of games, or 42 games, or whatever it is. That's an awful lot of mahjong to play over a really long time. But it does give you the advantage of getting to play with some of the better players in those final games, and that was great. So kudos to you guys for setting up this league like this and spending so much time running it over months, because it was a lot of fun to be in.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, you guys are of course very welcome.
The length is really good actually for the finals. It's enough time for things to turn around, because you can get a pretty big turn in one game if you get a first and a fourth. So you can't really, no matter how big your lead is, you can't get off scot-free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you sit back and rest for too long, someone's gonna catch you.
Well, thanks, gents. We'll see you in the All Stars next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you then.
Yeah.
Riichi Fingers to continue racking up more points. All three of you participating in the individuals.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're nearly a quarter of the players, so we got a pretty good chance, I reckon.
Yep.
All right, thanks for joining us, and congrats on your first place. Hope to
Thank
see
you.
you guys back next season.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. So, did we want to bring in any of the other teams here tonight?
Well, I can have a try.
I don't know, like last couple seasons, that's what we've done on
Yeah.
this. Yeah. We didn't exactly.
I think Chewy probably wants to join in.
Yeah, Chewy definitely has a lot to say. Where is my? I've lost the channel.
I think this late, a lot of people are sleeping. Or in this case, Chewy's outside.
Yeah, it is. It's 10 p.m. on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So obviously not everyone's available. Yeah, Chewy is...
How did we do this last in all the previous seasons?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry, I haven't changed the scene, have I? Here we are.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yo,
there
no one else. No, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Jay's busy. Then who else from your team might be around? I know FSZ doesn't normally jump on.
Maya's asleep. Maya's asleep. I don't know about if. I think Nick might be working, so it might just be me.
It might just be you.
Nice.
That's fine. Well, congratulations on the second place. First of all.
Yeah, second place again. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really well played finals by you guys overall.
Yeah, like we closed a really big point gap, starting from semis and finals. Regular season, was it Riichi Fingers had like an insane point lead.
Yeah.
Like they had around like 600 points on us,
Mhm.
and we at least made it that. Like only for one game, we were ahead. So after Game 7 finals, we're ahead by like I don't know how much, but a little bit. But yeah, that was very close.
Yeah, managed to make it competitive at the end, which is really much more than you could ask for initially. But yeah, even though it was the second place, I think for yourself, Chewy, you've got 1 first and 2 seconds over the 4 seasons.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I think Mai's been on my team most of the seasons as well.
Mhm.
So,
Yo,
Jay's here. Yo, Jay, what is up?
I've got like 2 minutes, but yes.
All right, then Jay, say your piece.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good season. Glad that my team was able to help me out so much because I was like pretty busy most of the time.
Mhm.
Thanks so much to Veggie for commentating every week, and Jaffa and Cheese for doing so much. And I'm so annoyed by that Mangon Ron. That one annoyed me. Both of them, both me inting in the first Hanchan of the finals and the Mangon Ipatsu Ron that made it really hard to chase at the second Hanchan. That
yeah.
was not ideal.
Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, yeah, thanks to you. I mean, I know that you are generally running the games pretty much every week, despite with your busy schedule. So thanks for running the league and chasing up all the teams and everything. Yeah, no, it was definitely a difficult second Hanchan for you. We seem to be trying to figure out like what hands you could go for to make up the difference, and they weren't easy. It was always like some sort of, I need to find an Aka, I need to find a Sanshoku, and
Yeah, it was like I think like I like one of the hands I like shifted from Shinichi to Menhon Chitoi, which was like a really vain hope. Like not great. But then like part of me was just also hoping that like the player to my right could continue their dealership. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I want to thank my teammates for making up that huge point gap in the other 6 Hanchans. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Good job, boys.
I think it was
And
a
congrats to Riichi Fingers. Amazing team. Basically first the entire league.
Exactly right. Yeah.
All right, that's my piece. Thank
No
you guys
worries.
so much.
Cheers, Jay. Have a good night.
Thanks for having us, Jay.
and I'm gonna say a few things
Yep. Go ahead.
to wrap it up as well. Thank you guys so much for the great league. All the effort you put into organizing and everything. Yeah, that's it for me. I always have fun playing these leagues every year. So here's to the next one.
Yeah. No worries. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it, and thanks for putting on a great show for us.
Yeah, hoping to maybe potentially add more variety in the tournaments that we do. We're hoping to have more throughout the year because, you know, we only have this main team league. We have some qualifying tournaments, but not really a nice individual one. We obviously have this all-star one coming out, which you will be participating in, I assume.
Yeah, I will be. I think, is Jay on it or is he like reserve on it?
No, it's only you
He's a
from
few
your team.
spots down.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, for Crimson Wanderers in general, that qualifying round, it was just a lot of you guys putting some positives. Of course, you got plus 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
team
was
effort.
positive throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was positive throughout, and it was really good team effort. But we didn't have any like insane scores. But yeah, thank you so much, guys.
All right, thanks for joining us, Joey.
See you guys.
See you next season again.
Alrighty. I believe Tal Dreaming says they're around.
Yeah. Wait. Then how do I quickly give these roles to people?
There's no quick way to do it.
Bruh.
Yeah. The other way you could do it is to have them join a voice chat, and then you could drag them into this one.
No, it's alright. They're all from Queensland, so it's easy to.
Yep.
Bro, Rariel's just playing Genshin Impact.
Yeah. Welcome, Gwills. If you are talking, your mic is muted. Hi. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess congratulations on at least making the finals. You put in a good attempt to make it to the top 2. Just fell a little bit short at the end, unfortunately. But it was a great season played by you guys, as always. I mean, you guys are pretty much always consistently performing and putting forward some really great games and great play.
Not sure if his mic's working. The mic's not working. GG's, no one from Tal Dreaming.
Yeah, apparently no. Yeah, okay.
Oh, whoops, I wasn't meant to ping. No, not. Why is. I want to ping Tanyao Sensation and this one person.
Tanyao, it'll always prioritize users over roles as well. It's very cool. So yeah, we'll see if Tanyao Sensation is available as well. They are from New Zealand, so they might all be asleep as well. We did have Cyber Angel in here earlier, talking a little bit about how the finals have gone. And yeah, I think Piggy. I don't think Piggy has come on before. Cyber Angel has though. So yeah, he is back. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Yeah. So basically, yeah, my team, not my team. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Yeah. Unfortunately, my teammates like they try to digest the defeat here, and yeah, Piggy's here with me as well. But my other teammates are probably just digesting what's going on today, like basically giving us hope, and then only to be crushed at the last minute. With what they're doing, that not only broke JK's heart, but also our heart as well. Like
Yeah.
it's just like why it always has to be Ipatsu when you have to deal with.
Yeah, that's sort of how things go. As you sort of mentioned earlier, that's sort of just mahjong. There's a whole bunch of luck you can't really ever get rid of.
Hello.
Hello, congratulations. At least you made the finals. It's no easy feat. Well played, everything considered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it was still a really good season for you guys. You were pretty much up in second place for most of it.
Yeah, but like like the Tanyao Sensation special. We always bottled it in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's very difficult because the quality of play goes up a lot in the playoffs because you do end up obviously naturally with a bit more of the more skilled players, so the quality of the matches drastically increases. But even in the playoffs, in the top 8 teams, you guys did pretty well. Obviously you
wouldn't
did
say-
you did drop points, but I mean that is pretty normal, you know. You did enough to make it to top 4, and that's what counts.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we did more during the regular season than like actually in the
Yeah,
playoff.
we are super dead.
Yeah, no, for sure. In any other regular season, the scores that you guys were putting up would have been good for top of the league, more or less. It was just that Riichi Fingers just had that insane run. What can you do about that? You can't really do anything about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was great. It was just just unlucky that it all came unstuck in the finals, but you were never really realistically completely out of it. So
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Did either of you two have anything to add about the league?
I mean, like, I believe that at least PQ did have fun playing the league, right? I believe you did have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, and that I think is the most important thing we got out of it. Like, definitely we were trying to improve our places. Right? We were fourth already last season, and definitely we want some advancement in a sense. Like, we want to improve ourselves every single season going forward. But it just gives us a bit more leeway into like trying to claim that we have improved in the next season. In a sense. Hopefully, we are able to retain our current roster to play next season. We are still discussing about that, but yeah, we hope that we'll be playing next season. That's like my words.
Yeah, I think like you said in the end of the previous Hanchan, at least you got into a position where you were fighting for something. Obviously, didn't end up the way you wanted to in this last Hanchan with some unfortunate deal-ins and some simmers.
Yeah.
But Pigyo did get 288.7 points in the first stage, so does go into the individuals.
That's not easy feat. I think that she is the player that dragged us through into the playoffs, right? So huge congrats to him. To her, and then hopefully she can, perform in the All-Star Invitational next week.
yeah, no, well done to
Yeah.
you, Piggy. Yeah.
I think you.
Go
Go ahead.
I think JK also
Oh, who's
to
Jackie
attend.
again?
Oh, I mean Cyber Angel. Also need to attend the invitational.
I don't know. I'm like 18th. I'm 18th in the
Okay.
standing. Like
Yeah.
if someone else drops out, then I might be able to play in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you say Piggy sort of carried you into the top 8, but you all had very good seasons, all things considered. I remember, like, going, a couple weeks into it, and I remember seeing quite a few of you guys' name towards the top of those individual standings. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously, at the end of it, there was only one of you in the top 16, but I remember earlier on that wasn't the case necessarily. So
Yeah, like people in the end started to catch up, and then we fought a little bit. Maybe it's because of bad luck, maybe it's because someone's in team. Maybe like especially me, in a sense, like with all of those Naga Slave Actress memes going on, like with me posting like those like 50 something% Naga rate or something like that. It's not a proud thing to say, to be fair, but I do believe that my teammates have done a really nice job to carry such a player such as myself into like such a high level of playing field in a sense. Only for me to intergame.
Ha. Ha.
No, but Tanyao Sensation as a whole, fourth in this season, fourth last season. Making the finals is difficult in the first place. We had 14 teams in both seasons. A lot of very brutal cutoffs.
Yeah,
and small number of games. So should be happy being able to make the finals the past 2 seasons and hoping to improve next season if you're able to join us like you did.
Definitely we are grateful. You can see how Mahjong brings that. Even you can see in the process where like the team, wins in the previous season and then suddenly they couldn't make it into the semis. Like it just happens, and then we are grateful that we are able to play in the finals again this season. Just to show that we are still relevant in this league.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are very good players all around.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us, Cyber and Pigyo, and then congrats to Tanya 1K and Raker as well.
Yes, very well played, guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, and at this stage, are we gonna wrap things up here?
Yep, I believe so.
Awesome. Alrighty. So yeah, that will bring an end to the Team League for this year. So we thank everyone for joining us in the streams, and we thank everyone who was involved with running it. So we've got Cheese here, who was most regularly running the day-to-day starting at the games, along with J-Cakes. SBT, Unwise Al was doing a lot of the work in the background on the sheet side, from what I understand as well.
Yep, and Totoro as well for helping us do the stats. Lots of people behind the scenes that help out.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, without you guys, each year this wouldn't happen. So we all thank you for all the hard work and hours you put into running it and keeping things moving as smoothly as they do.
And for people who think that all the mahjong's over, nope. For the next 2 weekends, we will have the All-Star Invitational.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, next 2 weeks, and we've got the All-Stars, and then as Jay mentioned, was it Jay mentioned earlier? No, it was Unwise. No, who was talking earlier?
Mentioned what?
About the additional leagues. Was it you?
Oh no, I just brought it up that hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we will be
maybe.
looking into doing some more stuff. Yeah, I know that the idea of an individual tournament's been sort of thrown around for the last 2 to 3 years. So.
Yeah, we've gotten feedback that a lot of people don't participate in the team league mostly because it's team and they like the individual challenge. So yeah, we're hoping to make something in the future. Of course, SBT in chat also saying there's international online Riichi Mahjong competition coming up later in the year, and we'll have a qualifying for that.
Yes, yeah, we've done that I think every year since I've been here. So yeah, it's really good stuff. Everyone that's interested, even if you don't think you're good enough to make it, just play anyway. You never know.
Yeah, it's a good experience anyways. It's much more different from all the ranked gameplay that people might be used to. It's a nice breath of fresh air, and it might be a nice intro into the competitive
side
format. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I'll see. I should be good to stream the individuals next week if we're doing that.
Yeah, I should be okay to join you. Yeah. Probably not the week after because I'll be going overseas.
Well, yeah, I'll have to sort something else for that one then if we do that. But yeah, okay. We'll wrap things up here. So yeah, thanks again for everyone for joining us. Thanks for playing. And thanks for running the team league once again.
And thanks to the viewers who always join us in the chat.
Yeah, we appreciate anyone that's here, even if you're just sitting there lurking and listening along. We appreciate that on its own. So
And thanks for all the banter and the memes.
yeah. Yeah. So we'll wrap things up here. Good night to everybody, and we'll be seeing you again soon.